week we set down a budget in Canberra, so when I come back to Melbourne this week, I thought I'd bring a mate along to have a chat, to come out here and see the wonderful surrounds of Diamond Creek where we live, where we've got such a beautiful atmosphere and some wonderful people. So with that, I'd like to hand over to the Prime Minister and say thank you for being in McEwen. You're always welcome, and it's good to have you back here.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Rob, and it is great to be here just less than a week after we handed down our second budget. We haven't yet been in government for a year, but what my government's been focused on is delivering on the commitments that we took to the Australian people in 2022 and received an endorsement for. And the largest on-budget commitment that we made was to support childcare, not as welfare, but as economic reform. It's about boosting productivity, it's about boosting workforce participation, and importantly, it's about gender equality. It's about making sure that women can participate in the workforce, that they can retire with higher incomes and higher superannuation going forward as well. Treasury estimates that our commitment of $4.7 billion over 4 years will result in some 1.4 million hours per week in terms of the workforce. What that is the equivalent of is adding 37,000 full-time workers to our workforce. 37,000. Now, at a time when we have acute skills shortages, when we need people in our workforce, when unemployment is at just 3.5%, this is a significant benefit to our national economy. But it does something else as well. It's a significant benefit for our youngest Australians, because we know that early learning is so important, that over 90% of human brain development occurs in the first 5 years. And I want to pay tribute to the early learning educators who are here with us today at this wonderful centre here in the McEwen electorate, because they don't do it certainly for the money. I did notice that people have worked here for 11 years and 7 years, have worked here for a long period of time. And for two of the workers who we spoke to this afternoon, this was essentially their first job, and they've just stayed here from training right through because of their commitment to lifting up the opportunity that the young people, the very young people who go through this wonderful centre will go on to contribute to their lives. And it's always fantastic to be back in a centre like this, because it is uplifting. And I thank the Council and the Mayor for the welcome today as well. And we're going to hear from Libby and Emma, in that order, I think, about their experience here at this wonderful centre.
Thank you.
We'll get back to Anthony Albanese when he takes questions. I do want to bring in Allegra Spender now, who's been waiting for us off the back of last week's budget. We'll get back to the Prime Minister in a moment. Allegra Spender, when you look at the budget now, about a week on, do you think the balance was achieved? It's a difficult one with inflation as high as it is, and then you've got people like Cass Goldie at ACOS saying more needs to be done for people living in poverty. What's your sense?